Hello all you fine beautiful people, I'm back here once again with another video, and today I'm going to be looking at episode number 19 in the 365 Days of Frank Zappa, and today we're going to be looking at Harder Than Your Husband from the You Are What You Is album. So, I know I've been a little behind, and I'm trying to catch up to the point where by next week it should be just one Zappa video a day and one other band. That way it doesn't feel for you guys like it's turning in 100% to a Zappa channel. So that's my goal. I know I've been behind, like I said in my previous video. Work's just been hell lately since I've come back. So it's like, yeah, I need to get caught up on this, and that is what it is. So anyway, without further ado, here it is. Harder Than Your Husband by Frank Zappa.
We must say goodbye. There's no need for you to cry. It's better that I tell you this tonight. Our affair has been quite heated. You thought I was what you needed, but the time has come, my darling, to set things right. I'll be harder than your husband to get along with, harder than your husband every night. I'll be harder than your husband, harder than your husband, and I don't want our love affair to end with a fight. You've been like a little angel, how you love me, and I appreciate the warmth of your embrace. Well, the world don't need to know how I adore you, but the time has come, my darling, to tell you this face to face. I'll be harder than your husband to get along with, harder than your husband every night. I'll be harder than your husband, harder than your husband, and I don't want our love affair to end with a fight. And so it's adios, adios, my little darling. Adios, my keep that hanky that I gave you when you cried. There are things that troubled me, and I'm sure that you must see that it breaks my heart the same as yours when we say goodbye. Harder than your husband, harder than your, much, much, much harder than your husband, harder than your, much, much, much harder than your husband, harder than your, much, much, much harder than your husband, harder than your.
So that was Harder Than Your Husband by Frank Zappa. One thing I think, whenever I think about Frank Zappa, I think, okay, interesting music, complicated guitar stuff, some comedy and commercial stuff. Last thing I'd ever think of Frank Zappa, country and western. But out of this, I listened to this, and I'm like, you know what? It's actually a really damn good song, talking about two people having a love affair. That's all it is nothing more than a love affair. And it's just a really good song. Like, I'm not a country person at all. I hate country music. But this one I actually kind of like, because it's done in more of a comedic way. And I like the voice of the person singing. It really has a kind of this interesting way of just flowing, and it sounds natural. The lyrics to this song, we must say goodbye, there's no need for you to cry, it's better that I tell you this tonight, our love affair has been quite heated, you thought I was what you needed, but the time has come, my darling, to set things right. And then it goes into the chorus, I'll be harder than your husband to get along with. Harder than your husband every night. Harder than your husband. Harder than your husband. I don't want our love affair to end with a fight. It's interesting that he's like, okay, this has to end, but still I'll be harder than your husband. And it's one thing about Frank is he always loved throwing out his sexual stuff into his music and double entendres, and it's really good stuff from Frank. Like, the more I listen to him, it's interesting. The last thing, as I said, I would have ever thought would be a country and western song, but this one I like. For some reason, Frank can do it, and I'll like it, and I'll enjoy it. But other stuff, I'm not sure if it has a bit more of that upbeat to it is why. Like, just not sure. But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions on Harder Than Your Husband by Frank Zappa. I really like this song, actually. And I think the thing that I really like about this is it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's not overly long. It's not long, drawn out. It's not like the typical, I guess you'd say, cry in your beer country music. So maybe that's what I like. But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions. I'd like to know, what do you guys think? Please comment down below. Tell me what you think. And yeah, if there's any other suggestions you want Frank Zappa, also if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, click the little bell down below so you don't miss anything. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. This is me here, signing out. Peace.